How's it going? Welcome to Change is Good. My name is Brian. In this video, we're going to go through another box of half dollars. We'll be looking for silver proofs, NIFCs, or coins not intended for circulation, foreign coins, mint areas, and varieties, such as double dies and repunched mint marks. And of course, we're also looking for anything to fill the albums over here. All right. Let's not waste any time. All right, let's get started. We're now on roll number 6. We've got a double die. Let's check it out. Under the scope is a 1971D. You can notice extra thickness here in the motto and the date. And if you look at the top left center of the eye, you can see it slopes upward toward the left. And the bottom of the eye is more convex than straight. And if you look at the word trust, you'll see extra thickness in lettering with splitting at the bottom of both legs of the R and the top of the U on both sides. The letter T in Liberty will also have extra thickness with widened split serifs on both sides. And if you look at the letter E in Liberty, there's normally a split here at the bottom corner of the middle bar, but this example is weakly struck in this area, so it's hard to see that detail. This is DDO number 13 on Variety Vista and is often confused for the FS 101 in the Cherry Picker's Guide, but this variety actually has a different shape of the letter I over here in the word N. The FS 101 will have a regular shaped I. This one is a bit doubled. All right, back to the hunt. We're now on roll number 21. We've got another double die. To the scope we go. Here we have the reverses of two different 1972 Ds. The top example is a regular die. The bottom example is DDR number 2 on Variety Vista. As you can see, the bottom example has thicker lettering than the top example. And if you look at the bottom stairs of the S's on the bottom example, they're wider and more rounded compared to being narrow and sharp on the top example. And if you look up close, you'll see notching here at the bottom right corners of the lettering in the word America. All right, back to the box. As you can see, it's been a pretty tough box. We're now on roll number 43, and we've got another double die. Let's go to the scope. Under the scope is a 1973D that's seen better days. You can see extra thickness here in the motto and the date with splitting here on the right side of the 1 and the right side of the 9 on the inside curl through here and the outside curl right through here. Over here in the word trust, you can see extra thickness and lettering, especially on the first T, the R, and the U. You can see splitting down the entire letter of the S with a big notch here at the bottom serif. There's also a notch here at the middle serif of the number 3 in the date. This is DDO number 1 on Variety Vista, or the FS 101 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. It's pretty beat up, but you can still see what it is. Let's get back to the box. Well, that's all that box had to offer. Rather than do a recap of the 3 varieties in that box, we'll just go straight to the next one. All right, number 2 coming up. Here's a pretty one. Right there. Got some silver. That's a good sign. Looks like 40% too, so. All right, let's get started. We're on to roll number 5. There's going to be at least 2 silvers in this box. Right there. 1965, 40% silver. All right, we're off to a good start in this box. Let's hope it keeps going. Roll number 14. It's that one right there. We got some silver on the end. Maybe there's more than one inside. Nope, just the one. 68D. All right, that's 2 silvers so far. Let's keep going. Next roll number 15. And we're on a silver streak here. Right there in the middle. That's 66. Oh, that's 3. Will there be more? We're on the same roll and we have a die clash. Let's check it out. Here we have a 1972D. You can see design elements from the reverse die in front of Kennedy's forehead, on the bridge of his nose, and in front of his mouth. Die clashing is caused when both dies, the obverse and reverse, strike together without a planchet separating them. This causes both dies to transfer design elements from one to the other. I personally look for die clashes on 3 different dates: the 1971D, the 1972D, and the 1983P. All right, back to the box. Roll number 18. And you guessed it. More of the shiny stuff. This time it's a 67. All right. Onward we go. Roll number 24. We've got more. Right there toward the end. 68D. All right. That's 5 40%er so far. Let's go back to it. Roll number 25. We have our first NIFC of the hunt, or a coin not intended for circulation. It's a 2011P with a mintage of 1.75 million. Pretty low mintage. All right, back to the box. Roll number 26. We have our first double die of the box. Let's go to the scope. Here we have the reverses of 2 different 1973Ps. The top example is a regular die. The bottom example is DDR number 1 on Variety Vista. As you can see, the bottom example is slightly thicker lettering with wider and more rounded serifs at the bottoms of the S's compared to the ones on top being more narrow and sharp. And if you're not sure you have this variety, you can also look for notching here at the bottom right corners of the lettering across the top of the coin. All right, back to the box. Roll number 28. We've got another double die. Let's check it out. Under the scope is a 1973D. You can see extra thickness here in the motto with splitting here at the top and bottom serifs of the letter G. And if you look at the word trust, you'll see splitting down the right leg of the R and the top of the U on both sides. This is DDO number 4 on Variety Vista and is also an empty slot in the albums. This variety is very similar to DDO number 3 on Variety Vista, but DDO number 4 actually has a mint mark that is below the neckline. All right, back to the box. Roll number 31, and the streak continues. Right there. Another 67. That makes 6 silver so far in this box. Not bad. Let's keep going. Roll number 36. We have another NIFC. This time it's a last year 2020 Philadelphia with a mintage of 5.4 million. All right, back to it. Roll number 40. We're back on the silver. Another 67. I'm loving this box. Let's get back to it. I've got the reverse of a 1967 under the scope, and if you look at the stars under the lettering, they're all doubled. The left and right serifs are all widened and split. I want to attribute this one right now because it's going to take a long time. There are a lot of these to go through. I'll do this in another video, but just want to show you we've got a variety. All right, back to the box. We're on the same roll and we have another die clash. Let's check it out. This time we have a 1971D with similar die clashing to the 1972D we found earlier. You can see it in front of the forehead, on the bridge of the nose, and some feather marks in front of the mouth. All right, back to the box. Roll number 42. They just keep on coming. $68D. That's silver number 9 for the box. All right, 8 more rolls to go. Same roll. This time we have an NIFC. It's a 2014D with a mintage of 2.1 million. All right, back to the box. We're on the next roll, roll number 43. And folks, we're going to hit double digits. Another 68D. Not bad at all. Let's keep going. Roll number 46. We have another NIFC. This time it's a 2015D with a mintage of 2.3 million. All right, 4 more rolls to go. Let's get to it. Next roll, roll number 47. And we're not done with the silver yet. This time it's a 66. All right, the last 3 rolls coming up. We've got an empty box, no more silver. Let's do a recap. Well, that was definitely an improvement. We had 19 finds in that box, with 11 of them being 40% silvers. We also had 2 varieties, a 1973P, DDR number 1, and a 1973D, DD number 4. We also had 4 NIFCs and 2 obverse die clash errors. And now we've got some unfinished business. Let's go to the albums. Here goes nothing. One more for the book. Well, the hunt started off pretty tough, but the perseverance definitely paid off. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content and it made you want to raid your grandfather's coin collection, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any feedback or questions about any of these finds, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks again, and remember, every coin has a story, and some of those stories end up on YouTube. I'll see y'all next time.